And I'm definitely, based on the stats I have right now, on a winning streak, and that's where I think you have to be very careful. Good morning, traders. Welcome back to Taichung. It's gonna be a pretty cool day today. I'm planning kind of a day trip to Sun Moon Lake today. It's gonna be a good opportunity to spend the weekend outside the market and do something different. So looking forward to it. I'm gonna try to catch a bus to go there. It's a little bit of a ride from here, but let's get started with that day. So I got to the bus station and got a banh mi on the way for lunch. I know it's in Taiwan, but it's the only thing I could grab like quickly on the way. And let's wait for the bus. And the bus, I think it's just like a 2.5-hour journey, so let's go ahead with that. And we made it to Sun Moon Lake. This is actually much more touristic than I thought. There's a kind of a big shopping center here. And it's not big, but there's a lot of small shops. And I'll try to go see the lake. That right here gives a pretty cool view on the lake. It's just beautiful. The water has a really cool color. It's kind of a blue, pale, really cool, and it's just beautiful to admire this. Let's try to go down a little bit. There couldn't be a better place for lunch. I'm gonna get my banh mi here in front of the water, and there's some table right there, so let's enjoy that banh mi. Alright, so this is definitely gonna be more of a travel video, especially because it's the weekend and I need kind of time to relax and reflect. But I want to share with you guys kind of a reflection in regards to my trading, and I'm definitely, based on the stats I have right now, on a winning streak. I think I've had like 4 winning trades in a row, or 5 if I'm not mistaken. Which is a lot, which is not something I'm typically seeing in the market, or at least that's the maximum. That happens sometimes, but you need to understand that after these 5 trades, it's usually a period that's less of a series of winning trades. There's gonna be some losers in there, and that's where I think you have to be very careful, because it's quite easy when you get too many winners to feel like you really master it and you really do things right. And for some reason, then you take a bad trade, which turns out into 2 bad trades, then 2 bad trades, and then you're on a roll of losing trades, which is something you have to be very careful of. And it happened in the past. It's just a matter of keeping things as they are and trying to be 2 times more careful when that happens, to be sure that you don't fall in the trap of taking too many trades at the limit, which are kind of bad trade or close to it, and then fall in this rabbit hole that come after. And sometimes it's funny, kind of a different reflection. But I was doing a YouTube live this morning. One of the things we talked about was kind of the difference between discretionary and systematic trading. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, a couple of months ago, I was thinking about going all in systematic, so only systems, and that kind of didn't work out. That's something that I don't think I've shared enough on the video here, but I've been doing a lot of work in the background, a lot of backtesting, a lot of researching, a lot of trying stuff out, and I didn't really come up with anything fully systematic yet. I told you guys this would have been something to make the process of trading easier, especially when you travel and you don't have time to look at the chart, support resistance areas. But for me, at least for now what I see, this is almost impossible. And so I don't think I'll be going fully systematic anywhere in the future. I think I still have to do some work of backtesting if I want to get to that point. And I've been talking with so many traders who have this kind of small discretionary part that they find so important. And so that's why I will not see myself removing the discretion from my trading. Even though it's only support resistance areas, even though it's only saying no to a trade when the chart doesn't appear as I would like to see it, I just like that freedom to be able to do that. And that's something that I would not see my trading without. Now just don't get it wrong, because the thing I go through now and the reflection I make are not the reflection of someone who was first starting to create a strategy. That's not really where I'm at, and I need to keep tweaking things, I need to keep adapting stuff in order to continue growing. And that's something I have plenty of ideas for. I just need to select what I'm going to work on, and probably work on when I get back to Montreal in a couple of weeks. Something that kind of runs through my mind, and I don't want to share too much because I'm not quite sure what to work on exactly, and I think I still need a little bit more clarity. And I was discussing that yesterday in the mastermind call in the academy. One of the things I'll have to work on is kind of increasing the number of setup I take without increasing the effort I need to place a trade. So it's kind of a broad thing, but overall, big picture means taking more trades, providing more return, and then without increasing the effort I have to put in to place a trade. So if I have to watch the chart 10 times a day, for me it's not worth it. It's not something I want to do. But if I have to still watch the chart like 4 or 5 times a day, that's fine, that's still what I'm doing. And so I don't want to put more effort because like there's other thing going on, the videos, the podcast and everything that I want to keep going with. Quick reflection here. I know it took some time and I just want to go exploring for sure right now. There's a lot of stuff to see around. There seems to be kind of a nice walkway right there, which I'm going to try to walk to and see where that leads. Always interesting. But by the way, check out all these things in the mountain. There's like a pagoda, there's a couple of nice things. It's beautiful. Well, now it's gonna be time to find a drink and get to the weekly planning, because it's Sunday after all. So the way this works is you get your notebook, a computer is optional, and you plan your week. My mentor used to say, and he still says, only 5% of the whole population plan its week on paper. And that 5% make more than the other 95% combined. Crazy, but I really believe it.